Hello students, this is Vijay. Today we are going to see more on floating point numbers. In the previous class we have seen that a floating point number is a real number that has decimals in it. For example, 1.52, 1.63, these kind of numbers are considered as a floating point number. We have also seen that input function by default will accept a prompt, and it will gives you the string as output. In order to convert this string to a float or an integer, we have to typecast using a float function or integer function. We have also seen rounding of a floating point number to its nearest decimal number. We have formatted the string, we have formatted the number to like 1000 using commas. In the today's video, we are going to see using format string how can we round off the decimal point numbers to its nearest decimal points without using any round function. So without getting any delay, let's get started. Let's move into the terminal. I have already opened the working directory in the terminal and list out the files. Just open calculator.py file in VS Code. This is the program which we have seen in the previous class, using round function, how to round a floating point number to 3 decimal numbers. And after that we have formatted into a comma string, a number into a comma string, so that we can get 1000 as like this. Now we will see, we will just remove this round function and use only f string to format it into a 3 decimal point number. So how can we specify that we need 3 decimals after a decimal? In this way we can set the Python compiler that we can get 3 decimals after in a floating point number. So let's run this program once and test out how is it working or not. Python calculator.py, give x input. I am giving x input as a floating point number, some bigger number with many decimals, and 2 point. It has been rounded to 880, 3 decimals after a decimal point. So in this way, format string can also be used to round a floating point number.